I love it when the underdog wins, right? Now the street putting money into small cap names, more speculative issues here, and you can see they're champing at the bit. These names want to go higher. I want to bring in now Sound Planning Group, their CEO David Stryzewski. David, I know I botched the name a little bit. I think I got about 80% right, so we'll get it better next time. But I want to talk about this, right? These names that they don't care, obviously they won't carry the indices up, but there's a lot of money that can be made in these names that most people either forgot about or never heard of.
Absolutely. So, I mean, when you look at Supermicro right now, you know, you're talking about AI's backbone. We are looking at AI right now, getting adoption into the real world, and what we're going to talk about are a handful of companies, I think, that are actually going to bring AI into the real world in a massive way.
It seems to me that this name is huge, right? I mean, it had a huge year last year, then it got smacked by rumors, right? There was some scuttlebutt, but they did add it to the S&P 500, and if the numbers are real, this stock is highly undervalued.
Absolutely. I mean, everyone is going to be using them for their servers. Everyone's going to be using them for the customizability of it. So if you like NVIDIA, you're going Supermicro.
C3 AI, great symbol, AI. When AI first got hot, this stock went hot. I just think it was a symbol, to be honest with you. A lot of people said, I want AI. But they do have a seasoned CEO, and they are doing some unique things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So this isn't your chat GPT. This is how your AI is going to meet the real world. So we're talking oil, energy, and just different ways that we're going to integrate smarter.
SoundHound, this is another name that blew up last year, went to the moon, then it came crashing down. I'm in it, my subscribers in it, and I think we're down about 5% right now, but the last couple of days it's starting to come on. Why do you like it?
Yeah, I like it because, you know, we're going from clicks to now voice. We're talking about cars, we're talking about technology, my phone. SoundHound's going to be leading the way. They've also got a lot of back orders.
All right, so some small cap semis, right? Because we started with, obviously, it was all about AI, all about NVIDIA, picks and shovels. Then we saw it kind of filtering down, right, to other names. And now, in the last couple of weeks, it's been these smaller cap semiconductors. Almost sounds oxymoronic, but they exist, and you've got a couple you like here.
Yeah, so CEVA's really smart. I mean, these guys are more of a subscription model. They're ultimately licensing the world here with a bunch of different AI, so.
In the semi space.
That's right.
By the way, ACLS, this is a name that I see again periodically comes across the tape. It kind of blows up for a moment, does extraordinarily well, then it kind of fades away. What's going on there? Why do you feel like now is the time?
Well, you know, they're building the software that builds the chips, and so we're now in an innovative time frame here in the United States. So I think these guys are going to get more production.
I want to talk to you about some of the more speculative names. MicroStrategy or strategy, I mean, listen, everyone now is doing the Michael Saylor approach, right? Yeah. So I think that in its sort of way speaks to, you know, just how successful it's been, but Wall Street still hates the stock.
Yeah, well, you know what? Bitcoin is something that's loved or hated. It's not really understood. The most confusing parts about computers, most confusing parts about money wrapped into one. This is your institutional way of handling it, though it's obviously done really well.
All right, AI startups, SPACs. Now, let me tell you something. I railed against all of those IPOs and all of those SPACs a few years back because they took advantage of the public. They really did. All of that money that was floating out there, it was one of the greatest ripoffs in the history of mankind. It really was. But there's, you know, the term SPACs themselves do have a place, right? I mean, they can be a great thing if they aren't abused.
Absolutely. So you're just getting into the industry a little bit quicker than going the traditional route. But if you've got the right team, the right amount of time on this thing and the talent, you're going to be in phenomenal shape.
Some things beyond equities that are breakouts, massive breakouts. We've been talking now ETH on this show for the last week. Everyone has been. Yeah. You still see more room there?
I do. I mean, so we're going into more of the adoption of blockchain. And so Ethereum is the most popular way to being able to do that. And so obviously positioned exceptionally well. But my next name here is I'm excited
this
about.
one. Is this Cardano?
That's right. That's right. So Cardano, actually the founder of Ethereum, was the founder of Cardano. So there's two of them. They split. And now we've got an alternative here that could be 10 times faster, could have all that computing power.
Cardano's got a cult following, right? But it's a sort of a niche thing. What is it about that rubs some people the right way and some people the wrong way?
I think that they just don't like Charles Hoskinson coming out. I think that there's a lot of challenges from the past when everyone was Bitcoin maximalist and he was coming out saying, hey, the world could be a different place. But I think these guys are incredibly smart. They've written a lot of thesis type papers, and I think that they're intelligent about the real world.
You like silver? This is a way of playing the juniors, junior miners?
Yeah, well, let me just say this. Silver in general is so important. You can't create semiconductors unless you have silver. You need more clean and consistent electricity. I think the juniors are smart because it takes 15 to 20 years to get a mine going. They already got mines. The big guys can buy them up. They're very profitable with these higher prices.
And platinum.
Platinum, you can get about 2.5 ounces of platinum for 1 ounce of gold right now. Those that are looking at gold are sitting here saying, hey, you know what, the world's expensive for gold straight up. I can get 2.5 platinum. By the way, platinum tends to be a little bit more expensive, historically speaking, than gold.
Before I let you go, and we're running out of time, but I do want to share with the audience some Bitcoin stocks, you know, Cypher, CIFR, Core, and HUT. These are names that we're going to have shown for our next guy, but you got the names that you like, and this is for the next guy.
Hey.
Good stuff, my man. Really appreciate it. You covered a lot.